Welcome back, everybody, to Last Day on Earth Season 20. Now, let's be honest, there really isn't a lot to talk about for Last Day on Earth Season 20. I mean, there's some stuff, but content-wise, I really don't have a whole lot to go off of for this video. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. They've gotten a lot better at the Android iOS update style fiasco, I guess. As always, if you haven't already, follow my Discord, Twitter, and especially TikTok, and subscribe. Let's get into this, I guess. So, Last Day on Earth has really gone all into the events calendar V2, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of people start to complain, but I actually think that those complaints are unwarranted with parts of this. So, the events calendar has kind of been updated, tweaked it a lot, so there's going to be a lot more events and tasks and quests and all of that sort. There's going to be hunts, battles with bosses, rituals, and quests, essentially. Zombie hunts reminds me of Season 10, which, well, let's be honest, I'd rather forget Season 10. Battles with bosses and rituals could be cool. Bosses sounds really cool. And quests could be interesting. I wonder if it's going to be just like Weekend or Alpha or Bravo Rush or something like that. And then there's a whole new category of events which affect buffs. Some speed up crafting, others increase chances of finding stuff, but they really don't talk about that all. There really isn't too much to even discuss about any of that until it officially comes to the game. I guess the season passes, as always, there really isn't a whole lot of interesting stuff to talk about here. I mean, there's some cool things, I guess, maybe. I don't know. So, a major change with seasons, Season 20, is that seasons have slightly changed. Now, seasons will follow one another without breaks, meaning you no longer have to take a pause to receive new rewards. Now, I know a lot of people are going to complain about that, but I see this as a good thing. You look at things like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, their seasons don't follow the LDUE format. They come immediately one after the other because people don't stop playing in those windows. You don't have these lull periods in LDUE YouTube where people just kind of disappear and don't show again. People see these windows as where LDUE sort of dies off. But now that they're fixing that and putting seasons immediately following one after the other, I see this as a good thing. Assuming that they're going to keep up the content, it's a good thing. Some other changes are that craft points are now no longer a thing. If you have enough resources, you can craft an item right away. In addition, the bridge at the farm has been reduced. Great. I completed that 2 years ago. That would be cool, right? I mean, I guess. New players, right? I don't know why you would get rid of craft points. It seems kind of unnecessary. But there really isn't a whole lot to talk about with this update until stuff actually comes. I don't know. I guess my honest thoughts for everyone would be, you would assume it would be negative with the update dropping one after the other, or I guess seasons dropping one after the other. But I guess I see it more as a positive thing that Last Day on Earth is going to have an incoming stream of content. LDUE YouTube is not going to immediately die off. Well, I guess now that they're officially starting one after the other, they're going to list it on the events calendar, I would assume. So we officially know when something is to be expected. I wonder if that means an update isn't necessarily required to do any of that. That could be kind of interesting to see how LDUE plays out. I don't know. There really isn't a whole lot to talk about. It's just quality of life stuff in terms of craft points, bridge changes, and seasons coming one after the other. Like, where's the content? I guess there's stuff down the line, but I can't really talk about any of that till it officially comes to the game. So I guess subscribe. This has been quite a boring Last Day on Earth Season 20 video. I will say, I don't know the immediate effects this is going to have on Last Day on Earth YouTube. It's very early to tell, but I am very interested to see how this season change affects LDUE YouTube, because we all know the greatest issue with Last Day on Earth YouTube is it just sort of dies off midway through the season and just doesn't come back because LDUE seasons are just seasons and they're blah. So I'm very hopeful that this change does something nice to LDUE YouTube, completely changes up the game entirely for LDUE YouTube, but I'm also keeping my hopes very realistic. Now, what I do want to talk about, though, is I am going to be launching a bunch of new series, because, let's be honest, I've been doing the same thing for 4 years, and I kind of want to launch a bunch of new series. So, yeah, stay tuned, because believe me, there's going to be some very interesting stuff. No, I'm not just going to be playing other games. I'm going to spill some tea, because why not? This could be very fun, very interesting, and at the very least, we're doing something. Subscribe.